Hey, what's going on, everybody? Justin from Blue Collar Survival, and today is a very exciting review for me. Today is my very first review for Grindworx.com. I'd like to thank everybody over at Grindworx for having faith in me to want to partner up. Thank you to Holly for getting in contact with me and liking my Fin Bear review. I will do my best to make you guys happy. It makes me happy that you guys showed faith to want to partner up with my channel. I mean, my wife was laughing at me because I was on the couch bouncing back and forth like a little kid when I got the message from you guys. So thank you, thank you, thank you. And of those of you that don't know, Grindworx was formerly known as Blade Play. So Blade Play is now Grindworx, and Grindworx is a sister company to Blade HQ. They're Blade HQ's budget company. So definitely check them out. I will throw a link in the description down below for this knife right here. Definitely check that out. Give it a click. I don't know if they can tell if you click it from my channel or not, but that'd be pretty cool if it did. Alright, also I'd like to thank Mr. Justin Craddock, who loaned me the blue K-Bar Dozer. It was funny, he sent that at the same time these guys sent that, so I didn't know what I was getting from either one of them. Ended up getting two K-Bar Dozers in the mail. So I got this one on loan, and this one is actually mine. So thank you to Mr. Craddock, who is a member of EDC Gear and Pocket Knife on Facebook, which I will throw a link in the description down below. And most of you know, or most of you that are watching probably know, because you're probably in that group, it is an amazing group of individuals. Just great group of guys and gals. They've been really supportive of my channel. They have helped me better educate myself in the knife world. A lot of things I did not know when I started this that a lot of people kind of helped me to understand. So thank you to all of you. And it is because of you guys I have been able to probably get this partnership, because I talked to you guys in order to get the information on these knives. So thank you, thank you, thank you. And thank you, Mr. Craddock, and thank you, Grindworx. Alright, so the K-Bar Dozier was Dozier. I keep going Dozier, but Dozier was designed by Bob Dozier, which I read an article about, and it's pretty cool. I'll kind of give you guys a quick run over it. So in the 1960s, he started making knives, or he started selling knives in the 1960s, just rough-made knives out of files and stuff like that. But he was selling them to local hunters in central Louisiana. Well, then in 1971, A.G. Russell contacted him and said, "Hey, will you come work for us and help save the Morseth Knife Company from going extinct?" So he's like, "Hey, heck yeah, it's an opportunity I can't pass up." So he went there for 3 years, said he made more knives than any man should ever have to make, got burnt out, left them, went back to ironworking, did that for a little bit, and then ended up going back to the Morseth Knife Company, and now he owns his own knife company. The coolest thing about the whole article was the one of the final comments that he had said. He said he'd rather make affordable knives people use than to spend expensive time hand rubbing a finish for a collector, which is awesome, because that just means that he's a blue collar guy, like I'm a blue collar guy, and most of you are blue collar guys and gals. But alright, so let's get the box out of the way. I know some people like the box, which I have a bunch of boxes. I don't even know why I keep them. But I got them out of here. So, it's kind of nice that I have both of these, because I can give you both of the finishes, the blade finishes, the regular satin finish and the black finish. And there is advantage and disadvantage. So the advantage would definitely go to this one, because the disadvantage goes to this. The paint actually, I mean, it's not horrible. It kind of rounds up the jimping some, where this one has a much better bite. So it's kind of neat that I had both of those. Beautiful blades, just nice drop point. I will throw all the specs up here. And you know what? We might as well get some size comparisons. The Ontario Rat 2, and I will tell you what. These two knives right here are probably kings. One of the biggest kings of the budget world. They're two budget knives that a lot of people own. Even guys that are collectors and high-end guys, they have one of these more than likely. These are great knives. And for 20 bucks on this, you just can't beat it. Alright. Kershaw Leak. Relatively close. Go ahead and dwarf it with my zero tolerance 0462. And of course, a Bic lighter. Not Ben Blue. This is Ben Blue though. Alright, so what should we go over? It's got an AUS 8 stainless steel. Quite comparable to HCR13. It's about the same in edge retention. It's not the greatest edge retention. It's not the worst edge retention. But it is super easy to just throw a wicked edge right back on it, as in stuff like this. Even D2. Even D2 is an issue for some. If you're not really good at sharpening, stuff like this is CPM 20CB. Extremely hard steel to sharpen, but the edge retention lasts forever. D2 as well has great edge retention, but is harder to sharpen. So, you know, you always have give and take with blade steels and stuff like that. I know a lot of people bash on the cheaper ones, but there are pros. I mean, I can just take a little diamond stone with me and carry in my pocket, and if my knife gets dull, I can just whip it up real quick on the diamond stone, and it'll be razor sharp. As for with like a D2 or something like that, it's going to be much harder to get an edge on. Comes in an assorted of colors. These two here, and then you got foliage green, coyote brown, pink, black, orange, and gray, and I think there's other ones, but that's what I found. Decent blade stock, I gotta say. It's actually got a thicker blade stock than the Ontario Rat. Like I said, comes down to a beautiful hollow grind, very thin behind the edge. Not a real pointy knife because of the thicker stock on top. Not real pointy. Feels great in the hand. Blade is 3 inches, but it's got 2 3/4 inch cutting edge. And after you get this thing adjusted, it just drops. You just gotta watch it, because I nailed myself twice yesterday. She bit me, so she owns me. And Mr. Craddock's is even worse, because his is actually worn in. And I kind of think it has something to do with the black paint as well. But this is just an amazing knife. I only really have one gripe about this entire thing, and it is the pocket clip. But if any of you have been watching my channel for a while, you know I am a clip snob. And I hate clip cutouts. I just don't like them. I don't see any point in them. I would rather that it stick up a little bit. It doesn't bother me. I hate clip cutouts. They just look tacky when you don't have a clip in it. I like the Zytel. I like the grip on it. It feels nice. I know I had said in one of the reviews that, like the steel wheel Modus, I thought it felt and looked kind of cheap. This, I know it's that the plastic, you can think cheap, but it doesn't look as bad. I think it's because of the, you know, you got the consistent pattern, and it kind of reminds me of the Spyderco Delica. And it's about the close, that's another close one that you can compare to for, you know, size and the way it is. And this thing is light. I think it only weighs like 2.2 ounces. It is super light. No liners. Zytel holds pretty strong too. And all Zytel is a thermo nylon that was made by DuPont. It's just a trademark name. So that's all that is. But yeah, absolutely great knife. One side thumb stud. Thumb studs are pretty sweet though. I like the grip on them. The traction, you could say, but it does scuff up your thumb when you sit and flip it all day. But yeah, definitely great action for a lockback. Feels really good in the hand. My medium-sized hands, I still have some left, and you know it's got a lanyard hole on it, so if you did have bigger hands, you can add a lanyard on it and even extend it. But this is just a great all-around EDC knife, especially in urban EDC, stuff like that. You're not going to real hard use because of the size. But $20, man, I mean, you can't go wrong. This is just one of those knives you should just have. And definitely get it in the zombie green, because then you won't lose it. I do still fail on this one. I haven't failed on his at all flipping. But like I said, his is all broken. Real minimalist knife. There's 2 screws in the whole thing. That's it. And like I said, no liners or anything. It does really feel good in the hand. I know some people are nervous about lockbacks coming unlocked on them while they're working, folding on their hand. But I don't understand how you'd fold on your hand. If you're cutting, you're going to be pushing down unless you stab something. And I don't know what you're going to stab that's going to unlock your knife, but that's something very hard your knife probably shouldn't stab into. Just saying. But yeah, absolutely. I would definitely recommend this knife. I mean, drop 20 bucks. You won't be mad at me for it. Highly recommended. So definitely check out Grindworx. If you're looking for the zombie green, they have a couple other colors there, and they also have a mini K-bar dozer. Alright guys, that's all I really got for this. Definitely 2 thumbs up to Mr. Bob Dozier for his working man knives, and he made an excellent knife. Alright guys, this is Justin from Blue Collar Survival. You guys be safe.